Now I'm shaking, drinking all this coffee. These last few weeks have been exhausting. I'm lost in my imagination, and there's one thing that I need from you. Can you come through?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome. We are here at Latte Talk
He did it.
because we are
Talk
the
a
first time
latte.
ever talking a latte on the first take, and I love that.
He did. You
I
guys
did
don't
so
know
good.
how many times we
Oh
have
my
to go
gosh!
through this.
It's because of my. It's
He just
It's my
doesn't.
fault.
He just doesn't get the latte talk in his head. He gets everything but.
Yeah.
But you did it.
But
Good
now we're
job.
here. So this is
Yeah.
our
Fourth.
You're right. This is
Yep,
fantastic.
fourth episode of Latte
Okay.
Talk. Thank you guys so much
Yeah.
for tuning in. We've actually had so much good positive response about
Mhm.
this. So many comments, so many people reaching out to us, so many
And
views and downloads.
What
That's
we
been
want
super
from you
exciting.
guys is to, I mean, whether you guys have followed us from Latte Talk or you want to come and check us out from Real Talk, regardless, whatever we're talking about, we want you to start commenting. We want you to start kind of, telling us where to go next or what you want to talk about with next. Latte Talk is kind of our out and about, getting out of the office and talking about our food and majority coffee because you know what we do? We drink energy.
That's right.
All right, coffee.
And we talk a latte.
And we talk
That's
a latte.
how we talk a latte.
This is
right?
how we do it. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you get from
Okay,
Java Drive?
so my Java Drive, it all depends on the time, right?
Okay.
So if it's in the morning, I will come and I usually get a Americano tall. So it's like, and I add two extra shots of espressos.
Okay, this is exciting.
But a wee bit of sugar. I just say a pinch of sugar.
Okay.
You
say a pinch
I said
of
just
sugar?
a pinch of sugar. So
okay.
my order, drive through, they say, "Hi Garrett, what would you like?" And yes, they know my name. I say I would like an Americano.
Okay.
2 shots of espresso and a pinch of sugar.
Okay.
Now, if it's a warmer day, on ice.
Yeah. Oh, same thing, just on ice.
Just on ice.
So you said you have 2 different drinks. But
Okay,
your
now,
only difference is one's on ice and
no,
one's not?
because then it's after 2 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I go to
the infusions.
Got it. Okay.
More energy, more kick to the pants. Today's been a day. Let me tell you how much energy I've had today.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't think I've had enough to where it's keeping me awake. I almost fell asleep on the way here back from Plymouth.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's true. Speaking of reaching out, we did actually have someone reach out to us and suggest a coffee shop, which is super. It's called Fig Barn.
Fig Barn.
And so we're very excited. Thank you. Who was that?
It was Tony.
Tony, thank you so much for reaching out. Okay.
We will get to Fig Barn when we go visit. Today we're here at Java Drive, which is right down on 49.
Yes.
Right next to which is John's Pit Stop.
Yeah.
Been here forever, right at the top of the hill.
And I know that, so Heather and Jeff Shortridge own it.
Mhm.
And so shout out to you guys. Thank you for letting us film here today. And Heather's parents owned it. So they bought it from their parents. So it's kind of fun that it stayed in the family.
That's good.
But a new ownership and a new facelift. I mean, they did a new sign. They did a lot of new improvements in marketing. And so, yeah, it's been fun. But so my drink that I get at Java Drive, I get 2 drinks. So my summer drink is I get a sugar-free Red Bull with sugar-free raspberry.
Okay.
So that's this. And then in the summer, so for those of you that have been following this, you know that I like sugar-free chai, but not everywhere has sugar-free chai. This place has sugar-free chai. And so in the winter, I like to get it warm, and I'm not kidding you. I call it Christmas in a cup. It's the best thing I've ever drank in my life. And I always get almond milk, but it just literally makes you feel better about yourself. So sugar-free chai, super awesome.
Yeah.
And then actually, the owner just purchased sugar-free, caffeine-free chai. So for those people out there who don't do caffeine, swing by and get that. You can get it on ice or you can get it hot, and it is so good. Because see, the thing is, no one knows what caffeine tastes like, right? If you have a caffeine-free
I guess
Coke,
not.
you don't notice the
not.
difference. Yeah. So it tastes just delicious chai. It's so yum. And so you too can have Christmas in a cup without the kick.
There you go.
See, I like the kick. I try to get it for the kick.
You know, we should come up with our own little drinks and see if they would market it for us.
That's right.
Call it the Latte Talk drink.
Or
maybe like the Garrett's version and the Candy's version. We're going to come back to you and be like, you can walk in and be like, can I get a Candy Latte Talk or a Garrett Latte Talk?
Okay, speaking of that, if you go to Don Luis in Ione and you look at the menu, there's a candy salad on there. Have you seen it? Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah. So years ago, I was doing CrossFit with Mary Wheat, and she would do the Biggest Loser challenges.
Right.
And so you'd have to eat what's called the whole 30, but we would do it for 90 days.
Okay.
So there was very limitations on what you could eat.
Yeah.
And so I worked and I owned, my office was down there. And so Mauricio, who owns Don
Yeah.
Luis, he created, like, I would always come in and say, here's exactly what I need in my salad. And he would make it. So then for other people that we would CrossFit with, I would
Yeah.
say, just go in and order the Kandi salad and he'll make it the exact same way. So it became so popular,
Yeah.
he put it on the menu.
That's
so it's kind
awesome.
of like a fajita salad, basically.
Oh,
yeah, it's
I'm gonna go
super
check it
yummy.
out.
It's so good. It is so, so good. You can add cheese to it. I think they've even added that, but
Okay.
that was not something that we would
No,
have
I
had.
like that.
Yeah, but no, super good. So it is fun. You can get your name on your menu locally, in other words.
Locally.
Yes,
And we
yes.
are pretty local. All right. We are the locals. And we're going to local shops.
That's right.
Now,
Yes.
if you guys haven't heard, a big thing happened today, and we're filming on the day of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a big deal that's going on. If you guys haven't heard, Charlie Kirk, what a great inspirational person, what great wisdom and words and he had,
He
and
was
a master
brilliant.
debater, as in just having conversations. Though
Yeah.
he never got frazzled, he never got intense, and you know what drives me, just made me lose my mind a little bit is I didn't realize he is my age.
Yeah, 31.
And it's
Yeah.
crazy that is something that can happen to somebody off of. It almost makes me feel like poor sportsmanship, you know. But it's rough. And
well, and it's like you can disagree with people, and that's
Right.
fine. I mean, Charlie's point was he would go to colleges. For those of you who aren't very familiar, at this point you've heard about Charlie Kirk.
Of course,
whether or
yes.
not you followed him or whether or not you were a
it's
fan
everywhere
or not,
right now. Yeah.
you still knew about Charlie Kirk. And so Charlie Kirk would go to college campuses and he would help answer questions. I mean, he would answer questions during the political time.
Yeah.
It was about a lot about politics, but I mean,
Right.
it'd be about Christianity, it would be about life, it would be about, and it's his viewpoints.
Right.
He's not trying to be out there claiming that it's anything
Spiteful,
else.
rude,
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
not by any means. He
But
was
honest to God, he was so brilliant. I mean, I love watching his videos
Yeah.
because all of his TikToks, like, you couldn't stump that dude.
Mm-mm.
I mean, they would think, there were people that would come up that would think that they had a
Yeah.
question. I mean, it could be about some crazy foreign policy in the 1800s. He would know the answer. I mean,
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it.
It
in my
is
whole
cra-
life.
it is
I
crazy.
learned so much from watching
It is crazy.
his TikToks.
He was very inspirational and he was very knowledgeable, 100%. I don't think that will ever be questioned. But at the end of the day, he does have a family. He had 2 beautiful kids, and prayers to him and his family.
Oh my gosh, can you
to
imagine
go out
being
to
his
them guys.
mom?
Oh my gosh, it's
Oh my
it's
gosh.
heart wrenching. We don't know him personally, of course,
Yeah,
but at the
yeah.
end of the day, it is a sad loss, and I think
Yeah.
just the world we live in right now, it was a big loss.
It's devastating. And you know what's so crazy to me? Like, here's what I want you to know, for those of you that don't know me. I'm a registered independent. I'm not Republican or Democrat. I vote for whatever is going to affect my life, right? I'm a
Mhm.
business owner. I love Jesus. I promote schools. Like, that's how it works for me. But I'm a registered independent. And so as I say this, I want you to know I'm not trying to side with one side or the other, but it's very common that we hear the left side say that they want to take away the guns from the right side, right?
Right.
But it's not the right side that are shooting people. I mean, Donald Trump was shot, and
Yeah.
now Kirk was shot. And honestly, like, that's so crazy to me.
Yeah.
And here's what it is. Because guns don't kill people, people kill
It's
people.
mindsets.
That's the reason why. And so it's just devastating that he was shot today.
Yeah.
And so, and as of today, keep in mind, this is going to air on Sunday, but right now we're on Wednesday afternoon, the same day that this horrific tragedy happened. And so as of right now, they haven't caught the guy. The person that they had in custody, they stated was not
Okay.
the correct guy. Now, that was a couple
Heard
hours
a couple
ago.
of
I have
different
not been
things.
in
Yeah,
front
I
of
haven't
the
been informed
news.
anymore. But now what's also crazy is you guys are going to see this, and a lot of stuff else also happened.
Yeah.
Because we also have, guess what's tomorrow? The 9/11 memorial
9/11
too.
tomorrow.
So you guys are going to see this. It's on Sunday, right?
yes.
So through all this time, I think it's just a really big time to just start memorializing and memorable time of like where we're at and where we can move forward. And at the end of the day, just do the best you can do
That's right.
for
Be the
yourself
best
and your
person.
family.
Well, and one thing to remember, I think, especially in memorializing 9/11,
Yeah.
is to remember how we came together as a country.
Right.
I mean, that was an attack on the left or the right. That was an attack on the United States.
Yeah.
And everybody had a flag
Yeah.
up, and everybody was promoting.
Let's go
our
back
country.
to that, man, and
That's
just like be
right.
supportive of ourselves.
Yes.
And it may not be even just supportive of ourselves, just be supportive of yourself.
Yes, yes. And be proud about the country that you live in.
Small businesses, small worlds, small local dealers.
Yes.
And we're having fun, guys.
Yes. And so we do want to say, send our heartfelt condolences to everyone affected by Charlie Kirk's death, but also for 9/11. So where were you during 9/11? You were probably
first grade. 2001, it was first grade. I was in Miss Fisher's class, first grade, and I remember that we were sitting in the class, and then she came into the room and said, "You have to see something," and then it was on the TV.
Okay.
That's all I remember. And then I went home. My parents were like devastated. My dad was out working, and it was just kind of one of those things like, wow, this is really happening.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was, so at that time, Adam actually was in the academy to go to work at Preston Youth Authority. And so he was gone for 16 weeks. And so we would meet up on Tuesdays for dinner in Galt because he would have free time that night. And so I remember it was a Tuesday because I had dinner with Adam that night. But the way we had it set up for our alarm is the TV in our room would go on at like 6 o'clock in the morning. And so then I just lay there and listen to it until 6:30 and then get up. So when it originally went on, the first plane had hit the tower.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, it was like you said last episode, like rubbing your eyes, like, is this real?
Is this, Am I still dreaming?
Right.
Yeah.
And then I watched the second plane hit the tower, and it was like, and I actually was an editorial assistant for a newspaper at that time. So when I went to work, like, I mean, it was crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And then, I mean, it was such a crazy situation. And during that time, that was right before, actually, I was pregnant with my girls.
Okay.
During that time, I had just found out that I was pregnant with my girls. So yeah, it was very, very devastating, but they've never, they're not forgotten and they're not lost. And I had the pleasure of going to the 9/11. I mean, I went to New York.
Memorial?
Yeah. We were in New York in, let's see, I was pregnant with my girls. So it would have been 2002, in December of 2002. And so really, I mean, it was like 17 months after the attacks.
Wow.
And so we went down to the ground zero, right?
Okay.
Remember that's what they were calling it. And there was still like things hung on the buildings to protect them because the damage was still there.
Yeah.
And there was, just silence. It was like eerie silence. And if you've ever been to New York, now I think that since then they actually passed something to where the cabbies aren't allowed to honk their horn all the time.
Okay.
But at that time they still could. So it was so loud. It was so loud everywhere you went. And then you went down to ground zero and it was silent. And actually a huge hole in the ground.
Yeah.
So there was still, I mean, the church right there still had all the stuff out in front. I mean, it was very, very sad. And so since then they've built a really awesome memorial, which is awesome. It'd be nice to go back and take a look at that. But when we actually got our pictures taken, we went to, hold on, what's it called? The island. Stanton? Is it
Staten Island?
Staten Island. We took the ferry over there. And so you're on Staten Island. We were not allowed to go up in the Statue of Liberty because of the attacks.
Oh, really?
So they would not let anybody in.
Oh, yeah, they're probably on like freaking lockdown on everything. Yeah. Nobody's doing anything fun around here.
Well, and it was just for your own
National
safety.
Monument, no touch.
Yeah.
No touch, no look. Just avert your eyes.
Yes. Well, and it was funny because we have pictures of ourselves standing in front of it.
Yeah.
You think it's massive and it's really not.
Oh, okay.
But they had across the bay, they had the skyscape. So they've got the skyscape here and then across the bay, and they're pointing everything out so that you can see it. And so in this picture was the towers.
Wow.
And across they were not.
Okay.
So that we have a picture of that. That's kind of neat. But anyway, so all memorial today, and then a horrible tragedy yesterday, right, with the young girl.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother dude. It's a crazy world we live in. Yeah. We're hitting a pretty, to everybody out there, that if you're affected by this, if you're not affected by this, but if you don't know, now you know. And it's great.
So here's the thing.
Can't even go on Instagram or anything without it.
Love them.
Yeah.
Love each other.
Yes.
And just love everyone. Like, I just love people because that's what we're called to do, right?
What's Julie Chen off of Big Brother? Love one another. I can't take her line. She said it. That's her line because then she has like a.
Yeah, I think Bob Marley may have
Ever said
started that, right?
No, there's a
Just
thing.
kidding.
It's like if you guys watch Big Brother, Julie Chen, she's the host.
Okay.
And at the end, she used to be like, oh, say some other crazy stuff. But her line now at the end of the night is always, love one another.
Okay, well, we're gonna end on that, you guys. Love one another, and we will see you at our next coffee spot. Take care.